Police, stop! Stay where you are now! Step up towards us, now!
Back up, back up, back up.
Over the next hour.
Hands behind your back.
From 9 p.m.
His listed work in the bathroom.
Is he responsive at all?
No, I've not answered.
This programme follows incidents that occur in one of Britain's major police forces.
If you threaten any officer, you'll be put straight down on the floor, no messing.
Fire in the building, open the door!
Dealing with crimes and cases active between 9 and 10 p.m.
Violent crimes, murder.
Someone's just said that they've been chopped.
Minute by minute.
Just found some heroin.
Against the clock.
You got 5 seconds! I've not been hurting anyone.
Go, 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 go.
Constant calls, there's no let up.
This is Police Hour of Duty.
I'm going to send a police officer straight away, OK?
Game on.
Have a Derby West unit, state 2 for an immediate thoughts of a suicidal female.
It's all kicking off. They're asking for assistance. We're getting them into custody.
Take your hands out of your pockets. No. Take your hands out of your pocket.
Chesterfield custody suite is now closed, so that means we might get even busier.
Okay, firstly, the officer's going to explain to us both why you're being arrested today. Okay.
It may not be accidental injury. Chicken has been arrested on suspicion of child neglect and grievous bodily harm.
You've heard the allegation, okay, as it stands at the moment, so we're going to investigate that. What that means is you'll have an interview at some stage. You need anyone informing that you're here?
Yeah, my husband.
Your husband? Okay, does your husband not know you're here?
No.
Okay, what we'll do is we'll get some officers to go around to the address, deliver a message that we will let him know that you're here. Okay.
He's getting arrested.
Yeah, I thought that was it. So he's coming in as well.
This is the interim report from hospital. What the doctors said is from the paediatrician who's examined baby. Multiple incidents where the injuries have been caused to baby. That's what we're looking at the moment.
The baby is still in hospital and will be for some time.
We've got a baby with serious injuries. And these injuries, we're saying, have been inflicted on that child. And it's just an awful job. We've got video evidence of the baby having seizures from Dad's phone. Dad's presented that at hospital.
The gas. The video was taken on the 28th. It looks like she's called on the 30th. It doesn't look good.
The baby is in quite a critical condition, so we've been tasked to attend the home address and arrest the dad on suspicion of GBH. Be prepared for anything because we're arresting a father on suspicion of causing a serious injury to his child. You look at a child and they're absolutely defenceless, and for someone to cause these injuries, something so fragile, it does play on your mind. We don't know anything about this bloke, he's got no previous history. You're going in a little bit blind. His emotions are obviously going to be quite high at the moment anyway, because his child is seriously ill. When we arrest him on suspicion of it, might elevate things somewhat. Is there a back way? Yeah, if you go back, I'll go front. Hi. Yes, mate, please. Would you like to let us in?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Can you come right back?
Right. I'll tell you what, I'll just climb through here, mate. You're all right. Oh, how are we doing? Good. I've got to arrest you on suspicion of grievous bodily harm. Some serious injuries that are unexplained, all right? All right, just like that for me. Thank you.
Can I have some shoes?
Yes, I'll sort you some shoes out.
My partner knows about shoes at the hospital.
I'm unsure, mate.
Can you tell me what injury?
Serious injuries, mate. I can't go into detail because you have to be interviewed about it. No, that's fine, mate. No, I know you haven't. I've checked you out. So I'll explain the process to you, but you'll go into a cell. You'll get looked after.
Will I be in with the people?
You'll be by yourself.
Your own room, mate.
Grievous bodily harm with intent is punishable by life imprisonment. It certainly is an aggravating factor that the victim is completely defenceless and is a baby. Can you let custody know we've got one adult male coming in suspicion of GBH? The baby might not survive these injuries, so you could be looking at a murder charge. So you've been arrested on suspicion of grievous bodily harm as your child is attended at the hospital today and there's some serious injuries that are unaccounted for.
Okay. So I'm going to authorise that you be detained here at this police station for that matter to be investigated.
And if you just stand there, have your arms out for me, just give you a search.
Is there anybody who doesn't know that you're here that you'd like to be told?
My wife.
Would you like to speak to a solicitor?
No.
Any reason why not?
Got anything to hide, so.
Echo India 3 Bravo receiving an A.
Police emergency. Right, just try and calm down. Who's she trying to assault? Who is she assaulting?
When he says attacked you, what way? With his hands?
Yeah, I understand that, but obviously if you do that, you could end up going up in flames.
Are they still trying to set fireworks now, or have they all gone back inside?
Does he have any weapons? Any problems on the way, just ring us on 999. I'll let the sergeant know that you're coming now, okay?
He's wanted for a list of offences.
It was stood on the windowsill in the window, so it's about sort of this big. It looked more like hintery sort of shape. It had its hackles up high.
But anyway,
But it's a big scary dog.
The main one, we'll just lock him up for to begin with, stalking, fear of violence, because then we've got power of entry and stuff. But there's all sorts, assaults, threats to kill, harassment, malcoms, loads. But it's high risk at the moment. But the main thing's going to be getting the dog under control beforehand in case it decides to be nasty.
Are we going?
Yes.
He's obviously made quite a series of nasty threats to his ex-partner, threats to kill her, etc. There's also some intelligence on the address to suggest that there might be weapons behind the door. He sent a load of messages to his girlfriend saying, yeah, send the police, I don't care, send me to prison. Lights are on. It's the police, you need to come to the door!
The lights come on upstairs.
Hello, mate. We need to speak to you.
What about?
An allegation.
What?
Of several offences, so we need you to come down to the police
We need to
station.
talk to you.
Listen to me. What I need you to do is I need you to come to the front door, put the dog in the back room, and then open the door and step out, okay? You're going to do that for us, buddy? I can feel the dog on the other side of that.
Mate, we're going to come in. You need to come in. You need to come now. Hey, let's do it properly. Come on, mate.
Just before you swing the door open, where's the dog, mate?
The dog's upstairs.
Yeah, come out then, mate.
You sensible back, right?
Let me lock the door. Let me lock the door.
Yeah.
Come on, be sensible, guys. Fucking hell.
Right, you're under arrest, okay, on suspicion of stalking with fear of violence and also threats to kill, okay?
How are they feeling for you, mate? All right?
Right, you give a call. I know your dog. When we go in and search in your address, is he going to be aggressive?
Yeah.
Right, brother's happy to come and put the dog outside in the garden.
I'm just going to take these keys out as well. That's it. So we're going to take the suspect to custody now, where he'll be interviewed about what's happened. But obviously, first and foremost, letting the victim know that she's now safe while he is in custody. The second unit that's at the address is going to search for anything that may have been used in the offence that may contain evidence of harassing behaviour or any threats that he may have made towards her.
It's not always the best job, is it? I just really love rifling through rubbish.
The victims told us about the phone to send threats, to carry out his abuse. We're hoping we can find the evidence of the messages and calls giving the intent of his actions. So it's vital that we find the device and prove that they have come from him.
You see it under there whilst you're down there, Claire? Nothing there. It's difficult when you're looking for a phone because they're not very big and the phone is now switched off, so it's in this house somewhere.
This is one of the first times that the victim's actually supported, given us a statement and given us the support we need to gain the evidence to actually get prosecution. So hopefully this can be a turning point for her and get her out of this cycle of abuse. Is that the main bedroom or?
That's the bedroom.
Okay.
Really, really want to find this phone now.
So you've been arrested today in relation to injuries that your babe's received, but we're just trying to get a full picture of what's happening at home. Two people we need to speak to, dad and mum.
Mum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so what's your relationship like?
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
No problems at all.
That's good.
Very loving.
How did you both feel about the pregnancy?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, we both thought, yeah, why not?
Yeah?
We're both happy about it, looking forward to it.
How long have you known your partner?
I've been with him for 4 years, married a year.
What's that relationship like between you?
It's lovely.
What can you tell me about the reason why you've been arrested?
I have no idea.
Okay, so what can you tell me then about why your baby is currently in hospital?
I don't know a lot about it because I've been on a course.
Okay.
All I know is that baby's been having fits and baby's been vomiting really bad. And my partner, he's been dealing with it. He's brilliant as a dad.
He's at home then, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a result of your baby going into hospital last night, they've reported back to us that there's multiple bleeds on the brain, all from different occurrences.
What does that mean?
It means that they've not all happened at the same time.
Right.
These bleeds have happened at different times. We are trying to find out how they've happened. Have you got any ideas?
I've got no idea.
What's been happening? Describe to me what the fits are then.
I haven't been in. Mum tells me about him when I get home.
Have you seen any of these fits then yourself?
No.
How does he describe them?
Baby goes all floppy and then arms and legs start shaking. Sometimes the back arches up.
Sure.
He just knows that to put people in the recovery position.
You can't think of any injury that you've seen?
No.
Have you ever seen your partner shake your baby?
No.
Have you ever been concerned by any way you may have held baby?
No.
Has it ever struck you as odd that These fits then, they're always during the day, but they never seem to be whilst you're at home.
Whiskey 4 Mike receiving.
Went through some of the bits down. I went through that toolbox.
Yeah.
Went through his coats.
Have we done downstairs?
As much as we can, yeah.
Not
So
got any easily accessible.
Is there a lock?
There's not in here. No hatch in here. I found a rose gold iPhone that's been smashed into a million pieces.
Yeah, that's going to be it, isn't it?
I mean, if he's gone to this extent, I can't imagine that he's left the SIM card in here, but you never know.
There it is. There's a SIM card.
Oh, yes. Certainly made efforts to destroy and hide it, so if it's not the phone, I'd be very surprised.
So if we put all that in one...
if you can, hopefully that will help us prove that it is him. So now we'll be getting back to our station, so we can book these in, get them prepared for some kind of download or examination. Finding something like this, it's a massive sort of breakthrough for us. It really gives us a help and a leg up in proving what he's been doing, and that we can attribute the calls and messages to him. He'll later be interviewed, and the evidence and allegations will be put to him to see what he says in an interview. And hopefully we can get some kind of result from it.
Unit number 14 receiving.
Cracking job site today.
Yeah, mate, done it.
That's just from one enforcement. It's massive, massive disruption to them, and that's what it's all about.
Here he is, our brothers.
Cases such as today are vital because at the end of the day, we want to protect the community that this group are exploiting.
So today's operation has come about from a warrant that was executed in Chesterfield. A number of mobile devices were seized from the occupants of that address. From the download of one of those mobile phones, it was established that it got communications with today's address, which is an industrial estate. He agreed with the landlord to pay £4,000 cash a month for a 1-year lease. Got a load of photos from inside that's been seized in relation to the state of the premises, and it looked a right mess. You wouldn't hire it out for anything at all, never mind £4,000 a month. Thermal images were received to indicate that the top floor windows appeared to have been blacked out with lining, and heat source was coming from the very top sort of chimney floor and the floor underneath that, which would suggest there's a high probability of a grow being there. Any questions? No, that's it then, guys. Thank you very much.
This organised crime group we're looking at today are involved in blatant productions, blatant grows, in business premises. They need preventing, they need dismantling, they need disrupting. We need to stop them ruining people's lives. The worst case scenario is that the factory's already been stripped, it's been cropped, and we just find the remains of a grow. There are lots of dangers. It could be booby traps. You are talking about people that are cropping cannabis, which have readily access to knives, scissors, weapons.
You ready, bro? Yes, we're ready, mate.
Ready. It's out. Task force are out. Moment of truth, hopefully we get something.
Clear! Clear!
That's amazing.
That is a brilliant result.
Drugs expert's on his way and he'll be able to give us a bit more detail. But yeah, there's a lot of money here, yeah.
Right, we'll have a look, shall we? Okay. Oh yeah.
These are what they call now into the flowering stage.
Right.
Basically, they've reduced the amount of light that the plant gets. So the plant now thinks it's autumn.
Right.
And that's what they want. They want the flowering heads.
Yeah.
And if you look closely, they're just starting to form.
Yeah. Right, should we pop next door?
Yep, we'll one next door. And this room's exactly the same.
Not only have they lost the drugs, they've lost the money they've invested to grow it. You're talking thousands of pounds in cost.
Absolutely. Tens of thousands to set this up.
So the brothers, they're running a building business.
The owner of the building has just turned up, so we're just taking some details off him to see what he knows about who he's rented it to, see what he knows or what he's willing to tell us.
Just leave that one open for a second. Any sweepings or leakage into the open box, please. Yeah.
In your opinion, what would you be looking for forensic-wise off this room?
Definitely light bulbs, cigarette ends,
gloves. Get one shot at this. So it's crucial that we gather the evidence, the forensic evidence, so we can make the arrests and put someone responsible for the cannabis grow itself.
There you go, mate. These are those 2 bags.
Brilliant.
All we'll do with the rest is they'll just be bagged up as one exhibit and they'll go destruction.
Thank you very much. Update on the job is a gentleman's turned up. He's given a brief account, so he's been arrested for the production offence. So he's currently in police station and he's going to be interviewed about production to see what he can tell us.
Ready? Yeah,
We're going to keep cracking down on the organised crime group, the crimes that they're committing. We'll carry on enforcing warrants to put a stop to their large-scale operations, committing crime and funding their lifestyle.
We've been made aware that you've taken some recordings of that baby.
They're on my phone.
Why have you taken a video?
To show what baby's doing, to make her aware of what baby was going through.
Why didn't you take baby to the doctors?
I thought baby was fine.
Having a seizure?
I know, because I didn't know it was a seizure at the time.
As a baby as well.
He told me that he's got a recording.
Okay.
Yes, I don't want to see it. I can't watch him. It's like too upsetting. It's like horrible.
And have you not seen any part of these recordings whatsoever, or have you watched a couple of seconds of a snippet? No. You've obviously said it's horrible, it was horrible, which made me think, oh, you must have seen some part of it, but you've not seen any of it at all. Have you heard it being played, though?
I've heard it being played when it was played to the paramedics.
What,
Yeah.
What can you hear on them?
You can hear, and then it stops, and then it starts again, and then it stops, and it starts again, and it's like, that don't sound right.
What I'm struggling to understand, because I'm a parent, is any of my kids had a fit, I'm thinking, what's going off?
I don't know.
Why haven't you gone?
I really don't know.
Because the doctors have even said it was a violent fit. They're surprised they're alive.
Really?
Yeah. Has something else gone off what you're trying to cover up? No. Has something happened that you're thinking, shit, if I take baby to the doctors, they're going to know I've done this because we're going to find out. So this is your opportunity now to explain to us what's happening with these injuries. Because if we know it's a blow to the head, we can give care for it. Now's the time to help us.
I've not given any blows to the head.
What about shaking?
It's quite possible, because
Right.
when we bouncing and stuff like that, maybe I'm a little heavy-handed, like, but I didn't think so.
How? So explain.
When I hold child like this and I'm going like this, baby goes to sleep.
Well, that, your old head, your cocoon head, so that's not going to cause a seizure or a bleed on the brain. So what's happened?
I don't know.
Police emergency. Listen to me. Have you got the doors locked and everything? How much blood is there?
Yeah. How many people are involved?
You say you were shouting at her. Did you see him hitting her as well?
And you think someone's unconscious?
Does she have any weapons on her? Does she have the razor blade?
Police emergency. Can you tell me
All right.
what it's about?
His mother contacted police this morning about his son breaking in the house.
I take it he's not allowed up there.
No, he's not allowed. She says you contact police, I've contacted you. Because his mum's had to change the doors on locks on the house. So he can't get in.
Did you notice what he's wearing at all?
Hang on a minute. Jeans, jacket.
Anything stand out about him if we see him on the street with other people?
No, it just is a... Hang on, he's in my black mamba. She just told me she lives here. If anything comes, if he goes banging the windows or that.
All right, we'll get that looked at. All right.
So we've got to receive a call. Mum's clearly intimidated by her son and keeps turning up at the address, etc. So our main priority is to make sure that no further offences have happened today. We're going to try and make an arrest and get him away from the house, just to safeguard Mum as well. We've got a description of it.
91 male wearing jeans and jacket, believe he's been on drugs. If he read the incident, there was one early hours this morning where he was doing something very similar, had been inside the address opposed to smashing it up.
Yeah, all received. Dark jacket, jeans.
Good, Paul.
So what's happened tonight then?
Nothing happened there as well. I just want my stuff.
So do you live with Mum?
Well, not anymore, no.
Right, okay.
The police took me the other night.
Right.
I left some stuff, I've got nothing.
Okay.
I fucked off, I'm not going back. I'm going to get my own place now. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because I got an overnight bag, I don't need to sit.
What's going to happen now? My colleague's going to go inside and have a chat with your mum.
Well, we've done it's had enough.
That's what I'm saying.
It's had enough of me.
If I'm being completely honest with you, at this moment in time, we don't really understand what's actually happened.
With domestics, they can really escalate, and you've got to think about the people that are in this domestic situation. They are, in some way, shape or form, loved ones. When we get there, first and foremost is to separate both parties and establish what offences have been committed, or if any offences have been committed.
Just jump in the back of there for a minute for us. Just want to sit there for us a sec.
It's police. You alright, Doc?
Yeah.
Can I come in and have a chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's been going on with?
It's wearing me out. I can't take anymore.
Right.
It's been going on a long time.
Yeah.
Been ringing the police loads of times. I was just banging on the door and shouting for probably there about 15 minutes.
Right. Saying what?
Just the usual banging on the shouting mum.
Right.
Like
Okay.
an idiot, like demented.
Yeah, and I take it you've just tried to ignore him.
Just
sort of
bang.
thing.
Just tonight, yeah, I've decided to ignore it.
Yeah.
That's the longest he's done it for.
Was he saying anything then that sort of?
Just trying to tug at my heartstrings.
Right,
banging,
okay.
shouting.
Yeah.
I just pretended I was out.
Yeah.
Because nothing was on, because I just got in.
Yeah.
Right, okay, and then he's come back and he's been back here for about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. He's not my son anymore. He's not been for a long time. He's a drug addict.
Right. What's...
He's on Manberg and God knows what else. Whatever he can get.
Right, okay.
Is she in then or what?
Pardon?
Is she in? I'll go if she's not in. Looked after all my life.
Yeah. So, what do you think's happening recently? Where's it going wrong then?
I'm off from that.
Yeah. Well, what's happened recently and why do you think it's going wrong? What's happened?
I don't want to speak. No, I've got a fucking head going, you know. I'm not fucking joking. I've had enough, mate. Just need a drink, mate. What can I get from first? I'm not under arrest, am I? Can I just leave, please? You just I'll get threatened by fucking everyone.
Well, I'm not threatening you. I mean, get out, but in a minute, I do need you to stay with me till we find out.
I'm gonna stay with you. Can I just get out? I don't like being in cars, fucking out. I don't drive. Can I just go, please?
Just give us a minute.
I want to be alone. I'm not meant
I'll do.
For fuck's sake, look, please fucking brutality. I'm not doing anything.
No,
please don't.
I'm not saying you are.
Please don't hurt me.
Did you not think at any point this is getting quite serious? Did you not think to ring anybody or...?
No.
No, okay.
I was just...
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So how come you ended up in hospital?
So I get home and I'm like, not so good. Like really weak. Gone like a yellowy colour, like jaundicey. I was like, right, I'm ringing 111. I says, pick my phone up, ring him. I says, I'm gonna go keep my eye on the baby. So he rang 111, spoke to him. Now he's here.
Was the first time you mentioned fits and things to a medical professional last night on 111?
Yes.
Have you told anybody else other than you both discussing it?
No.
You've got a baby who's got multiple bleeds on the brain with no actual explanation and you've not given her any medical care. I'm going to ask you, have you got mad and frustrated?
No.
We're just trying to see if there's anything you've done that might have caused the bleeds on the brain. It seems to me you're the only person who can explain.
I don't know.
Babies push you to the edge. They're crying, they don't want to cry. And it's frustrating. You're looking at this baby, what do you want? What do you want?
What if I did? What would happen?
Well, we'd have to investigate it, but we'd be able to care for...
Actually, I can't sleep with going on this course and having to look after the kids and doing all the housework and everything. And it was just getting so stressful.
What's happened?
I just couldn't, a few times I couldn't get to stop crying. You know. Squeezed, to try and get to stop.
How have you squeezed?
You know when you're holding like this, head's here, and body's across here, legs are here, and I'm just pulling in tighter. It's not like I was full strength trying to kill her or anything, I was just...
Frustrated?
Sorry. That's when some of the vomiting started, and then the seizure.
How many times have you done it?
3 times, I think.
Bearing in mind what the scans to date say.
Multiple bleeds on the brain.
I think I've done it 3, maybe 4.
So what was the reason you didn't ring for medical assistance?
Because I'm cold.
What were you thinking?
Oh my God, what have I done?
just had word from the senior prosecutor. He's just reading it over now, the case, and he's going to call back when he's read it over.
Great. That's case submitted to CPS. You can get it prepped up so we're ready for when CPS do come back to us. Our key evidence is Dad's made some admissions in terms of his actions towards Baby and that they could have caused these significant injuries to Baby. Them two being released on bail tonight, going back to the same home, and Dad having admitted what his part is to play in Baby's injuries. I don't think Mum knows that. It's just an awful job. So we're after the right outcome. That's what we're saying.
Okay.
Leon. He's just handed the phone over to me. It's DS Dan Sornby. Appreciate they've got no previous convictions, but with regards to Father making an admission in terms of what he's done and how he's done it and his frustrations with Baby, having said what he said in his interview, this is multiple incidents where the injuries have been caused to Baby. He's not had a mental health assessment or anything like that either. His state of mind must be all over the place as well. Mum's been quite, as it was described to me earlier, blasé. Yeah. There's just the weight of the situation, really. This is a helpless baby, essentially, and we don't want to lose the suspects in one, in one way or another, whether that's a horrendous way or that they run off. Well, you come back to this number when you've had a look through. Yeah, okay, that's great. Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye.
It's everything you just said there. It's
everything. Have you just been listening to that conversation?
Yeah. The gravity of the offence, he's got everything to lose now, hasn't he, right?
Yeah.
So he knows that I've just admitted to causing serious injury to my baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, potentially he's going to think, well, I'm going to wait for a long time. I've got to lose, goes out and does something stupid, doesn't he?
If they walk out of custody tonight, we don't know. Because it's a massive impact on the life. We've just turned the world upside down, haven't we?
Yeah.
Everyone takes a fucking piss out of me.
But I'm not. I'm
You're gonna arrest me.
I'm being quite sound with you, aren't I?
Fucking
being quite sound with you, aren't I?
Has he ever vandalised or destroyed property belonging to you?
Yeah, he's been trashing stuff in the house. Pulled all the fire out on Sunday morning. Didn't make sense.
Is the abuse getting worse?
They've nicked me house keys yesterday. Out staying all day.
Yeah.
Till they changed the locks.
To be honest, I think you can come in for this. I'm going to take him with me, because I think if I don't, I think you'll end up coming back and causing more issues. Give me a sec and I'll come back and speak to you, OK?
Can I just go? I swear I want to go.
Right.
I don't want trouble, I'll go. You won't see me again.
Listen, I'm going to arrest you, all right?
For what? No, I don't understand.
OK?
Left of what?
Keys. So,
What
you don't have
keys?
to say
No, no,
anything.
what key?
Put him out of your defence if you don't mention one question. Something which you later rely on.
What keys are?
Anything you do
No,
to
what-
be given in evidence, all right? We'll talk about it, yeah? Good man, all right.
I'll just walk up to you. I'm not gonna...
Just sit tight for us, all right? Right. Save you any bother further on tonight. Okay, he's going to come with us tonight.
Right.
What we'll do, you'll be interviewed for it, all right? And we'll give you a bell and let you know what happens.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got him.
Yeah. If we find the keys, I'll return them to you. All right?
Right, oh, good.
Yeah?
Great.
All right, Ducky. Thank you.
It's not an easy job to do when you've got people crying out for support, crying out for help. You've got to listen. You've got to be able to speak to them. You've got to be able to offer them that advice and safeguard them.
Delta 4 Golf and Delta 4 India.
I'm still at work. I'm not going to be home just yet. Don't know. All right, see you in a bit. Have we got a CPS number for him, mate?
Yep.
I'm going to ring him, chase him up. It's Dan Sornby, DS from Chesterfield again. Hiya. Oh, right. Is there nothing we can... Is there anything you need to know, or... Right, OK. I think your mind's made up then, isn't it? I don't think there's anything else I can tell you tonight that... Yeah. Well, we'll have to get him bailed then. We'll have to get him bail, conditional bail. Right, OK. Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye. He won't remand him. Just said there's nothing else I can say to you. He's seen everything. He's telling me he can't satisfy risk to others, or that they'll fail to turn up on the bail. They've got no previous convictions. And that's what he's saying he's doing it. We can't give him anything more. So, it'll be bail.
You're building out bail now, Ben?
Doing her ABP now.
They're not going to get a remand, so they're going to have to bail.
Yeah, okay, mate.
Okay.
All right, cheers.
So you're going to be bailed with a duty to return to this police station, or that you're not to have any unsupervised contact with anyone under the age of 16 years. You're not to have any unsupervised contact with unless it's approved by social services. Any questions before you go?
Is there any way you can help me to get out?
He's going to take you.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Okay.
It's disappointing because obviously we work hard on every job we get in here.
The investigation will continue. We'll have to get the remaining medical evidence.
Hopefully at the end of it, fast forward a few months, we get the charges that we believe Mum and Dad deserve.
It's just a matter of time now.
One male under arrest for cultivation of cannabis.
I've had a report that Mayo's been attacked by someone on the street.
That's job done with that. The night is still young, they say.
He threatens to kill me. I'm very disturbed.
You will get arrested for criminal damage.
He's not making up twice, mate. Give that bitch a back now!
They're having to deal with you because you weren't cooperative earlier.
He's just nearly killed me, man.
That's going to get a bit hairy. He's fuming.